Hey guys, it's Mindy here, and this video is kind of random, but it's gonna be a piercings video. I don't have too many, but I have a few. And people ask about them and like pain levels and all that, so pain levels vary from person to person. Each person is different. So, first piercing I got, I'm gonna try my best to like actually show them. I don't know if my camera's gonna focus or anything, but first piercings I did get were my ears, and it was just my first lobe, and I got that in 7th grade, I think. Pretty sure it was 7th grade, which is kind of late to get your ears pierced, and I was absolutely terrified, and pretty sure I did it wrong because from what I remember, it was pierced with a gun. It was painful, and it was very unprofessional. Well, not unprofessional, but usually you're not supposed to get it pierced with a gun. Definitely a lot more educated now with piercings and everything than I was before, so that's that. And then a couple years went by, mainly the fact that when I got this, since I was in 7th grade, my first piercing was in 7th grade, and I really never thought that my parents were the most fond of piercings. I was kind of too scared to get something else, but the second thing that I got was my belly button pierced, and this was actually really recent. So I got my first piercing in 7th grade, and then I finally got one in about a year ago, because I got it pierced in October, and unfortunately it got rejected, or I'm pretty sure it did, but just as a precaution I took it out. But there's a tiny little scar from where it was, and it's alright. It's just hopefully it heals up. If it heals up after maybe like another year or so, I think I'm gonna get it redone because I really missed that one. But that's just one of the ones that I ended up getting next. And then I was honestly terrified getting that, but it didn't hurt me from what I remember, like, at all. I didn't feel the pain at all. The only pain that actually came was afterwards, was when I had to try and take care of it. It was really uncomfortable, really irritated, really, swollen for the first week or two. And belly button piercings take forever to heal. Any surface piercing takes forever to heal. So 6, 7, 8 months went by, and I saw that it had moved from the original piercing site, so pretty much assumed it was rejecting, and it was still kind of painful, so I just ended up taking it out. And maybe better luck next time it happens. But nevertheless, the next piercing that I ended up getting is my favorite piercing right now, and I still have people ask about this one and stuff, but it's my tongue, and I got this one pierced in December of last year, and this is what it looks like. The current barbell I have in right now is my favorite, but what it looks like. This one, when I say it did not hurt at all, it did not. I went into this honestly so terrified, because people are like, well, you have veins there and they might get burst. And obviously, yeah, every piercing comes with, precautionary measures that have to be taken, and every piercing has risk involved. But obviously, if you're going to a licensed piercer, obviously never do it yourself. Never do it yourself. Do it at a licensed professional piercer. And if you do it that way, you're fine. There's no reason you should be scared. So anyway, I went to this piercer in, where was it? It was in the Village, I think. No, St. Mark's. It was in St. Mark's in New York City, and I forgot the specific name, but the lady there, I remember I went in and I handed her my passport. She's like, "Is this you? You can't get pierced if you're under 18." I'm like, "Yeah," because it was kind of an old passport. It was like maybe 3 years old. I looked kind of different. So anyway, I went in and I was actually really scared because it was a tongue piercing. They clamped it down. The clamp, from what I remember, didn't really hurt either. The most painful part for me was honestly the numerous amount of times where I accidentally bit my tongue, or accidentally bit the long barbell they start you off with. The initial feeling of getting it was so weird, but I got used to it in maybe like a month. I was finally used to it. I changed my my long barbell out to a shorter one after like 2 weeks because the tongue heals really fast. And the swelling for me wasn't that bad. I had a cold at the same time, and my sore throat felt a lot worse than my tongue healing did. And, you know, I took whatever soup for like 2 days and I was fine. But since I was in braces and I had my wisdom teeth taken out, you know, I've been in situations where I can't eat what I want and I have to stick to soft food. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But I have a lot of barbells for this one. Like, I have a ton that I can show you because all of them are pretty cool. So there are some of these. I like really colorful ones, if you couldn't tell. This is one of my old belly button piercings. So that's very sad because I actually like that one. See, I thought this would look cool because it had a heart at the end, so I assumed one of these would look really cool. But unfortunately, the barbells that aren't, you know, a ball at the end and they're flat are kind of uncomfortable for me, so I don't really wear them. And this was another belly button ring that I really wish I could have kept. It's a Hello Kitty one. I got this one from Hot Topic. Most of them I get from, I think it's a site called Body Candy or something. They're fairly cheap there and reputable. So there's another one, mostly colorful ones. This one doesn't want to focus, but I'm just showing you barbells, really. I could actually probably just show you the entire thing. This is the extent of all my tongue barbells, and they're falling out because I'm a genius. And I think I dropped one, but it's okay. That's what they look like. I just keep them in this Victoria's Secret box, but that's how many I have. It's a lot, and I only use this one. What I really wish I could get was a Pokeball at the end. Instead of that, it could be a Pokeball. That would be honestly the coolest thing to me. So, like I said, it's unfortunate that I lost my belly button ring, but hopefully at some other point I can get that redone because I really missed that one. So then after that, I got my second lobe pierced. Didn't hurt at all. Obviously after the initial thing, it kind of felt like a burning sensation, but that's about it. It didn't hurt at all. Maybe I just have a low pain tolerance, but let's get on to the one that really, really, really hurt. I got my nose done about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It wasn't so much like getting your nose done, you're gonna tear up, you're gonna cry, it's inevitable. But like with me, my nose is like apparently so weak because I was bawling my eyes out, but not like, to me, like in my mind it wasn't really hurting, but it was more like it was just really, really sensitive trying to go through it. So it was really, you know, really kind of, it just felt really weird trying to go through it, and I was like bawling my eyes out. That's the only time I ever had tears from anything. It was so sensitive. I felt like even just shoving the I think it's like a corkscrew piercing that they put in. That was so painful. So at the end of it, I wiped down my tears and my eyes, and it was all fine. But I like my nose. I think it looks cool. And then my parents are just like, they don't really have much of an opinion on it from what I can tell. But the tongue is one that I've kept concealed for a while. Not many people know I have it because when I speak, you don't really notice it unless I speak like this. Then you'll kind of notice it, but I don't usually speak a lot as is, so that's maybe why people don't notice it. So I'm more about the not so flashy, you know, facial piercings and stuff, kind of stuff I can hide. And this one's just tiny, so that's about as much as I have on piercings. Things that I'm considering getting, like, I have, like, when I was thinking about getting my nose pierced, I was also thinking about getting my septum pierced, but I'm kind of, like, iffy on that now. But I really, really like my nose. And what I really want is, I think it's Helix on my ear. I want Tragus. Tragus looks so cool to me, so that's another one I'm considering. So let me know if you guys have any piercings or anything like that. It's just a random video, kind of more personal video, because sometimes people ask about it. But for me, for some reason, like, my nose was the only thing that ever hurt, I guess, when I got it pierced, but that's about it. Everything else was fine, and, you know, that's about it for piercing video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. maybe I'll find some other cool stuff to talk about. And I love you guys as always, and bye.